Oh, yeah, go run it out there. And, well, more snow. Okay, so we got the truck back in the shop here. Just cleaning up the last few little things here before we get the sandblaster tomorrow. Got this tank off already. We covered that in my last video. Basically what I'm going to have him do is I'm going to have him blast everything that's accessible and back. I'm not going to have him blast much forward than the driver's side fuel tank there, just because there's too many lines, it's too busy up here. So I really don't want him to mess, even though a lot of that stuff's going to get replaced, a lot of this stuff isn't. So I want to just make sure that all that stuff kind of stays intact. Even if I take these clamps off and everything like that, the bundles of wires and everything like that aren't going to be able to pull that far away from the frame. So I think I'm just going to just have him blast basically from here back on this side and get as far forward as he can on the front. So I got the wiring all coiled up, pulled off the back of the truck, coiled up to the front here. I'm just working on getting this tank off, and I think I'm actually even going to leave the bumper on because I think I'm just going to hand paint everything up there and go from there. So. Okay, I got the last fuel tank off. I'm I'm going to try to cap off those lines and wrap them up, pull them up kind of back here out of the way so we can put them back on. I see the crossover line here, bar has been bent pretty good, so I might try to maybe, I don't know if I want to pull that off or straighten it out, or just keep it on there and try to pull on it a little bit and straighten it, just maybe even push on it with my feet a little. I think I'd probably straighten it out a little bit. But other than that, I'm going to pull the pins for the straps here, pull the straps off, get all the rubbers off of them. They're pretty much caked gone. Just completely gone here. Bring those straps in when I bring the tanks in to be polished. This tank will probably end up going on again at some point, just to just so I can drive the truck around and everything like that, and so they can plumb fuel lines and everything. But I might even have, I don't know, maybe I'll just have them do the crossover line when we, after we're all done and everything like that. But yeah, either way, I'm just rambling now. So just gonna cap that stuff off, pull those straps off, and then I think I'll probably be done for the evening, get it over, and so the sandblaster can come get it tomorrow. Pins holding the straps up, kind of corroded. This one's actually bent. That one got pulled down pretty hard at one point. Over torqued maybe, I'm not sure, but those are definitely going to get replaced. Our rubbers here are pretty, nobody likes to use rubber, so we're going to replace them. These are pretty well, there ain't nothing left of them, so no question on that. This all came off one piece. That surprised me a little bit. Must have had some adhesive on there when I stuck it on. Double-sided tape, mastic or something. Other side. So I jacked the cab today, and I saw something that about made my heart stop. A whole bunch of oil on the perch here. A whole bunch of oil there on the cab perch. So I'm assuming I got a leak up there, and probably a cylinder that's leaking. So if any of you guys know where to source that kind of stuff, or have dealt with that or whatever, let me know. I don't know if that's something I can rebuild myself or take to somewhere here local, or if I gotta send it off somewhere, but that kind of scares me a little bit. Okay, we'll get these other straps off here. So. The cotter keys that were in these pins, there's no way those are ever coming out of there, so I just ended up cutting the tips off of them. That way I can just pound the pins right straight through. So. Done and done. I think I'm going to take the cab jack off here, and I'm going to kind of swing it back around here again and just pull it up out of the way, just so we can get sandblast up to this, you know, a lot further up here. So if I was smart, I would just unhook the lines for the cab jack, but I don't know if I want to do that either. Jump into all that. Start digging into more stuff, start asking for more trouble. So I'm going to pop that off quick here and go from there. Yeah. So I had a lot of people ask me why I keep using this big ass DeWalt impact instead of something a little smaller like an impact driver or something like that. All my stuff is broke. All my DeWalt stuff. Building my house and doing a bunch of stuff like that, I absolutely beat the living crap out of all my DeWalt tools. I have like 2 Sawzalls, a couple different impact drivers. All that stuff is broken. And I keep getting too lazy to bring them down to the tool place where they can send them off to get them refurbished or repaired, because they say they can do it cheaper than you can buy them new and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm going to try it, see what happens, or I should just get off my butt and buy some of them. But for now, that's what I got. So about all the bits on this truck that I've taken off so far, I've had very, very few that have given me any trouble at all, which leads me to believe that they've all been off. That's either sometime shortly before this truck got parked, because they didn't crow too much. But a lot of them have come off just super easy. I mean, you can see these bolts, they got some corrosions on them. I mean, this was seated into aluminum, so it's starting to what do you call it, electrolysis, or what, I can't remember what the term is, that when steel goes into aluminum. But it's starting to get in there, but everything's actually coming out very, very easily, so I'm actually kind of impressed. Oh, it's going to bug me. What's that term? When steel starts to corrode with aluminum. God. Oh, I'm going to put that one on the inside, I think. Well, actually, I'm going to leave it on there because I started thinking I'm going to have to put the cab down to get it out of the shop here, and I'm going to have to jack the cab back up when he goes to pressure wash it tomorrow. So I'm going to need the cab jack there. Plus, it doesn't really fit up in there anywhere. So what I'll do is I'll just wrap a bag around it and lay it on the ground when he's pressure washing. Something I just noticed when I was under here is obviously the transmission was remanned at one point. My Catco here. I'm assuming Catco's, no, we had a Catco in Fargo, but obviously, as the tag says, they had a St. Paul, Rochester, Bloomington, Fargo, and Eau Claire. So obviously the transmission was remanned at one time. I should probably try to get a hold of them to see when they did that. It'd be kind of interesting to know when that happened. So, cool. Well, that's pretty much all I'm going to do here tonight for getting this thing ready tomorrow. I'll throw some tarps and stuff over the engine tomorrow. I'm going to talk to the sandblast guy, see what he says about that. So, obviously I've wrapped some bags around that. I'm going to put a little more protection around the intake and the exhaust there. So, I'm just make sure nothing gets in there. But that's going to be kind of my first measure there. Got the frame all stripped down. Probably as far as I'm going to go, leaving all those air lines in and everything so they can replace those. They can get hit if they want. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up, and we're gonna try to get this thing all sandblasted tomorrow. So stay tuned. Just to give you guys a heads up, kind of what's going on when this thing goes off to the mechanic to get all the air lines and the fuel lines on it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start cranking up on this project, which is 68 Mustang for a buddy of mine. All the body work's pretty much done on it. It's almost ready for paint. We're going to try to get this thing on the road here this summer yet. So the first course of action for it is I have a Holley Sniper EFI system. We're going to try to get that installed in it, and we also got a package of Dakota digital gauges that I'm going to try to get wired up in there. I'm not going to go too far because I want to get the interior painted before I really start installing anything there, but I want to make sure the wiring's there, so once everything's here, we can just plug and play. So that's gonna be next on the list. If you're interested in that, make sure you watch that. That'll be on my it'll be on another playlist on my channel, but it'll be on my channel. So if you guys are subscribed to the Peterbilt playlist, or my channel, I guess, you'll get notifications on that one too. If you want to watch it, great. If you don't blame you. That's fine. But we'll still have plenty of content on the semi coming up. So if you like what you see, let me know. Hit subscribe. Kind of a short video this time around, but hit subscribe. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think. I will make sure that we get the sandblaster, a whole bunch of footage of sandblaster tomorrow. So like I said, short video this week. Stay tuned for the next one. See you guys.